Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for March the 26th, 2021. I'm Mom. And that's not Ed. Ed, we miss you, Ed. We barely knew you, Ed. No, he'll be back. He'll be back one of these days when the internet fairies, the internet gods, all those things that bring internet to the good little children of the world return. And Ed will be number one on the list because he is the Ed. All right, let's take a look at our endeavors for the day. Plasma damage on the ground. Don't think I've got a plasma weapon. Oh, phaser weapon. AP damage in space. Oh, I know who's got that. And win GPL playing Dabo. I'm going to swear I don't have any GPL left here. I work really hard to make sure I don't have any GPL left, but we'll go run through these. Ooh, 875. It looks like we're going to go over and visit Complicatus. I do believe she has got the toys we need today. Oh. Well, we're SNRing again. This happened yesterday before I went live. I may have to restart the game here. Nope, there we go. Okay, let's see if it'll let us switch tunes. It happened for about 10 minutes like this. And then it stopped, and it didn't reoccur. Maybe they're doing some sort of reset on the servers at a certain time. Ooh, it paid attention. I do believe Complicatus has got some of the weapons we're looking for today. And while we're there, let's go ahead and refine some dilithium. So I assume by this point everybody has heard of the D7 being in the next release of toys. So it's going to be 6,000 Zen. The MUDs package is 14,000 Zen. That's 20,000 Zen. That's a lot of money for toys. And I don't know if I can justify doing it. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, we got plenty of plasma. We've even got decent plasma. Okay. So that's definitely going to be our ground. AP in space. What have we got up here? That is plasma, but yeah, she's definitely got some AP toys that we can play with. Let's see what else we've got of her AP up there. Not a ton of it, but it's good enough. And GPL at Dabo. Let's take a look. Ooh, she's got 2,700, but we have to win 3,000. We're going to have to put some cash into this one, I'm afraid. Okay, before we get into it, let's take a look at the inventory. Yeah, I know I gotta go get rid of some of this stuff. Anything else in there I can get rid of that? Tell you what, let's look at a salvage here. Nope, we're gonna do that this way. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Going to need the money to invest in the Dabo table. And since she can't do any upgrades yet, saving for salvage is silly. Anything else there worth keeping? Well, something to go put into the fleet bank. Okay, let's give this a shot here. Plasma damage on the ground, AP damage in space. I'm going to say let's go ahead and do Tholian Red Alert. And let's queue up for a Borg Red Alert. One of those two should pop pretty fast. There's the Borg one. We don't have to do a ton of AP, 150,000. Good morning, Obi-Wan Fashobi.
Abilities are unable to withstand us. Lower your shields and await assimilation.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, WC. That's actually a really good idea. I had forgotten about that one. I have a meh one that I bought off the exchange, and it's fine. Hey, so I have a question that I don't have an answer for without researching it. Oh, well, that's not going to be a good thing to do. If you take your away team down and everybody's equipped, let's say AP weapons, does all of that weapon damage count towards you, I know the kills count towards you, but does the damage? In other words, is it worth getting, let's finish that one off. Is it worth getting a Tetrion weapon for everybody in a team when you're going to go do damage? And then basically having that on reserve. So, like, I've got specific Tetrion builds and plasma builds for space damage. So in other words, I need to go find out. Thank you. Well, we have plasma damage for this one, so maybe I will go someplace where the team's going to work together. And get a definitive answer. And we will go do that after we do with this one. Well, 36 out of 150,000. This may take a little while. But that's probably okay since I'm going to have to run this 2 more times today. Oh, well, there we go. I believe my cooldown ends at 10 o'clock. And then I have to do it twice, once to get the doodad, the toy, and then once again immediately thereafter for the 8,000 lithium. Rinse and repeat, so I guess I'm going to have lunch at 10 o'clock today. Oh, goody, up to 50,000. I have to do 2 more times. Well, I suppose that's the easy way to do it. Do it without doing it. Looks like Iconians today. So I hope everybody's getting ready for the weekend. So we had terrible weather reports for last night, predictions of horrific rain and potential for tornadoes. They were warning us of winds up to 60 miles an hour, to the extent that our company has had a flooding issue recently while they're getting some work done. So they reconfigured some extra security cameras to keep an eye on the ditches in case they started to overflow. And at one point, the rain was coming down so hard that our parking lot was backing up, and then it stopped. I mean, it just stopped. Thunder stopped, lightning stopped, rain stopped. But, in the 20 minutes between logging off and going to bed, everything had ended. And it's just kind of weird to me that the weather reports are really accurate to this extent. It was everything they said, but for 10 minutes. And they had predicted it for a 13-hour run. I mean, it's a good thing that it didn't. But still. All right, we need to do plasma damage on the ground, but we're going to see what happens if we try and give everybody some plasma. So she's got plasma. He's got plasma. We're doing good on this one so far. Who's my down team right now? Toven, Veril, Vin, there he is. And Toven, Kev. Okay. Well, it looks like everyone's got plasma weapons on the ground, so that's good. Let's give away some of these toys here so I don't have to carry them around. My God, they drop hypos like crazy here. And where shall we go for a little ground damage? Ah. Hey, tell Farns he needs to start apartment hunting. He needs to put that on the list of stuff to do lately. Ooh, I suppose we can go do some Borgies. Sorry. Some Voth. And given the adventures in the parking lot here the other day, I have to seriously wonder if I should be looking for a new apartment. I don't really want to move. Actually, you know what? This is not a good decision. If we're going to test this out, we really need to find a better test than going down with 2 people, because that's a little too small. Okay. Well, guess what I haven't picked up yet? I have not picked up the Wasteland missions. I guess we're going back down to the ground battle zone. Oh, after the show, Tuesday night, WC, it was really late and I was getting ready for bed, and I hear a sound outside. It sounded like somebody had killed the dog, to be honest. It was high-pitched, screamy type sound. And I opened up the window and I looked outside, and there's a lady and her boyfriend walking a dog, or son or somebody walking a dog. And I said, "Are you guys okay?" And she said, "Yeah, but a car just hit another car in the parking lot." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he pulled, and so I went running down the stairs, grabbed my key and my phone, called the cops. And I get outside, and the guy was backing away from where he had hit the cars. And apparently he had backed away, hit them again, backed away, and then drove off. And he hadn't just accidentally hit the car. He had hit him at like 30, 40 miles an hour. So it's kind of hard to explain, but there's a set of apartment buildings and a set of apartment buildings, and there's a water retention thing between them. Fair amount of water, so there's a nice little bridge over it. And the car had come over the bridge, hooked around to the left, bypassed the first 3 cars, slammed into this red Jeep? I don't know. SUV of some sort. Nice one, too. And just absolutely hit it so hard it drove it into the car next to it, which drove that almost into the car next to that one. But by the time I got there, it was leaking radiator fluid, transmission fluid. The windows were absolutely shattered in both cars. They must have been totaled. I can't imagine that was fixable. So my thought is, somebody's boyfriend had a bad day, and now somebody's going to have an even worse day. All right, so let's see if this actually accrues damage. And so I'm out there chatting. I'm like, wow, that's really scary. And the guy goes, "Yeah, there was a shooting here a couple of weeks ago." There was? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, definitely time to reconsider. Yeah, like I said, somebody was having a really bad day. Okay, let's get the whole team over here. Come on, Tovin. Come on, Verl. We're going to go shoot these dinosaurs over here. Let's see what this does for damage. Why do I think I'm not on the right weapon? I'm on a pull-around weapon. That's why. Okay, I'm not firing my weapon, and it's still getting damage. So yes, your team's damage does affect it. So in other words, buying one of everything for each person might not be a bad thing. Ah, congratulations. Well, let's free this nice lady, and let's kill this medic, and that should be all the damage we need there. So yes, to answer the question, it does. Of course, now I need 69 more points of damage. The problem is, WC, my son lives here in the same apartment complex, and asking them to uproot and move isn't feasible. And part of my being here is so I can live around the corner from them. And the grocery store is walking distance, and the good restaurants are walking distance, and everything is walking distance from here. It's very nice. Well, I will talk to them about that. I was looking at a townhouse, which would be slightly cheaper to get a nice 3-bedroom townhouse for the 3 of us. Each person gets their own bedroom, their own bath. But then it increases the amount of time and money for driving to work for all of us. And I have to admit, I'm really getting spoiled being this close to everything. Okay, it's not a great everything, but it's still everything. And let's be honest, moving is a pain in the butt, even though I have nothing to move. I suspect a part of it is the fact that at one point apartments were so plentiful and renters were so hard to find that they were renting to anybody without the usual level of background checks they previously had done. But then again, things like boyfriend getting mad, if that's what happened, would happen anyplace. Alright, now let's go on and we're going to go play some Dabo. Maybe? Quest reinforcements. There we go. Let's see if we got enough there. There. Alright. Can't play Dabo on New Romulus. I found that to be interesting. You can go off and play it at Quarks. You can play it at Drozana. You can play it on Nimbus. But ESD, Kronos, and New Romulus don't have it. Got bars. They got dance hall at ESD. That's what we need next, I think. I know they just redid Kronos, but can you imagine putting in a dance party at Kronos? That would say something. Alright, where are we going to go to play Dabo? Are we out of cooldown? No, we are not. So that would mean we're going to go off here to Drozana. While that's going on, let's see what I've got that's available to let me jump over there. Oh, I did have that one. There we go. We'll do Lost City of Paradise. And then would be the other thing. Can you imagine me and son's roommate and son living in the same house for a year? Dancing with the Fekalari, yeah. Oot, oot. I can just see that. All right, let's go play. I think it was about 2-3 weeks ago we did the whole Nimbus run with Pi and a few of the others. I like the old maps like Nimbus where there's multiple stories in one location and a ton of accolades on the map. I love these big maps. pick those guys up. But let's go over and play a little Dabo.
Spin the wheel and win.
Let's see what we've got here. We have 2,700 GPL. Yeah, New Romulus, Kobali, Nimbus. To some extent, Defura. There's not a lot of missions there. But Defura, there's a mission up on the regular part, and then you can go down to the battle zone. But I love those older maps, and I think the last one that came out was Kobali. I don't think we've had another big map like that since that time. Oh, good. That was fun. How much do I have to win? 3,000. Let's use up all that GPL first. Then we'll go burn some EC. Well, let's go. Let's see if there's anything to upgrade. Nothing worth doing there. Wow, that was really unimpressive, right? Wow, I've earned a whole 400. I've bet 10,000 credits at Dabo. Woohoo! It's like when I won $10 on the lottery the other day. Turned in my little card at the store. I said, "Oh, I won $10." And the lady said, "Great, congratulations. How much did you spend to get it?" Ooh, I don't know. Been playing for a couple of years. $100. She chuckled at that one. Wow, this is tedious. I had better get something good for doing all this work. That's better. This is why I don't understand why people gamble in Las Vegas. It's boring. It's really boring. Seriously? Oh, I went gambling once with Farns, who, because I don't gamble, who took me to a casino he liked, and he fronted me some money for it, because I don't gamble. And he tried to talk me through playing, and it was fun. But, yeah, I can see where the goal, if you just don't intend to lose and get yourself entertained for a few hours, that works out okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Alright, let's go see what we've got for things to do on the other side, because we'll come back and get that later. Excuse me 1 second here while I switch screens, as I get chastised regularly for putting my username and passwords up here. There we go. Alright, let's see what's up here today. Defeat Tholians on Nukara. Polaron damage on the ground. Repair hull in space. Repair hull in space. Well, we might do that one later. Do I have anything with Polarons? Yes, I do. So let's grab Kethja, my wayward Jem'Hadar, who in the middle of a mission last night went off to Starbase for no reason.
A research team is analyzing
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure it won't. Repair hull in space. Good, why I didn't have this one yesterday. Would have been much more convenient. What have I got for hull repairs? Okay. Little engineering team. A little more engineering fleet. Do I have 2 engineering teams? That's a good question. Let's create that one there. Let's see what that's got for hull healing. Okay, we should be able to do something fun there. If anybody hears from Ed, let us know. We've been trying to get in touch with him, but if his internet's down, he can't get in touch with us, so it gets to be challenging. It's been 2 weeks? Going into week 3 now? That would drive me crazy. My husband was repairing his computer. I use the quotes there. His sound card died, and he got a new sound card. Forgot, well, I don't know if he forgot, but he didn't bother to turn off and power down his his computer, and therefore promptly blew out the power supply when he put in the new sound card. And if you're thinking that's really stupid, you are correct. It's really stupid. We wouldn't say anything because, you know, we don't do that. But it wasn't the smartest thing he's ever done. And then got a new power supply. Okay, makes sense. And when he hooked it up, he didn't connect all the wires correctly, so it would power up, power down, power up, power down. So for 4 days until I got home with my laptop, he was computerless. And I can only imagine how annoying that is. You were there first, dude. Okay, fine. If you're not going to pick it up, I will. Yeah. Yeah, if that's the case, if that's true, then yep. It reminds me of something I was listening to on Reddit stories yesterday. A woman who cheated on her boyfriend or her girlfriend and said, "Well, I had no choice." I'm thinking, yeah, we all have choices. It wasn't a particularly good one. Wow. I come around the corner and they just drop dead? That's interesting. I mean, I'm scary, but I didn't think it was that scary. Oh. Folks, if you're going to come down here and kill the Tholians, at least get the extra dilithium for it. It only takes a moment or two. No. Not me. Musin, that's taking way too much time to think these things through. And it's only 10. I'm not going to reset everything for 10 Tholians. Really? Wow, you learn something new every day. I like that thought, though. I can come over here, kill things, roll around, and they'll just die behind me. Especially down in the beta section where they respawn like crazy. Okay, that's the 10. I still need to do some Polaron damage. Though this would be a case where having everybody, or having a team and coming down here would be great. But 2 birds, 1 stone type thing. Annie, are you okay? Good night, WC. Have a good night. Sleep well. Have fun working on your stuff. Oh, we got our damage. All right. Let's go hide for a moment. This is one thing I do dislike about this one. While it's a nice map and you can do lots of damage and have lots of fun, finding a spot where you can get out of range of fire for long enough to get out of there is a little more challenging. Alright, last thing is repair hull in space. That means a little bit longer mission. Good question which one to do. I think that would call for a patrol. I'll leave that on normal. What haven't I played in a while? Ruins of Doom. I can allow myself to damage up. As long as I don't beam off to someplace else.
Getting some unusual right. Hate to say it, but
Yeah.
we do not want to get hit by those raiders.
Yes, we
Watch
do.
out. Loci raiders on an intercept.
Oh, shoot. If you haven't done it yet, you can frequently lure the Mokai in here. Oops. And when it goes off, it will take them out too. Watching them take damage there. I'll take damage. I'll take some damage. And let's take off those shields so we can take some serious damage. Oops, see if I can get in there fast enough. There we go.
Let's deal with the next spore colony before the Mokai send reinforcements.
Well, that didn't work right. Maybe not quite that close. Okay, Musin, how come it just doesn't take, or doesn't cause that much damage? I don't have anything going on except maybe a residual effect from the protomatter? And seriously, look at that. I'm sitting on top of this thing and I'm taking virtually no damage. Alright, fine. Let's go see if the Mokai can do damage. It's like every third one's quite effective. Not ridiculously effective, but effective enough. But it shouldn't be like that. I should take damage. Okay, so it went down to 83 before it started regenerating. Obviously my hull restoration's a little higher than you'd like. But at this rate, look at that. That's only 30,000. This is why it takes forever to do these things. Okay, the big one's really effective. Miraculous Repairs gave me quick 50,000 boost. Protomatter isn't doing a heck of a lot. No. Okay, got to 130,000. So I wonder if I look into my setup here. Shield capacity. Shield. Guys, even my whole restoration isn't fully up there. I've only got 2, so it shouldn't be that strong. It's decent, but it's not fabulous. See what I mean? It goes off all by itself. It's going to go to space dock now. Isn't that interesting? Oh, well, it didn't go to space dock. It went straight back to Ryza. It's only on my Jem'Hadar too. Alright, so we're going to have to do something else for that remaining damage. Let's see. I'm sure we can find another patrol. And yes, I have talked to the devs about it. Or the people who do the bugging, and they're like, you're the only person that's happening to. Something's wrong. Thank you. Thank you for that. Actually, they've been very nice and very helpful, but they have no clue why it's happening. And I don't really want to redo this tune after all this time. And yes, I did check my keybinds to make sure that I don't have something weird set up for keybinds to transwarp.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their thoughts might come out of hiding. Concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly.
It's almost interesting enough with they keep doing hull heals like this. I might have to set up something to really draw aggro on this one if I'm going to use it again for this purpose. But look at this hull. It's staying at a very consistent upper 80s, 90s.
Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with multiple temporary hideouts.
Get it dropped to the 70s, I'll do a miraculous repair, and that should be sufficient. I mean, obviously the Jem'Hadar know how to run a ship and how to build them, but I need to take damage.
tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
I'm not even deliberately firing at them. I'm trying to get them to fire at me.
I'm taking you with me.
Okay, Mage. Let's see what you got. It's the craziest thing. Come on. Do some more damage. Okay, there's 150. Now I can go have some fun. Gosh, that was a lot of hard work to get hurt. I can do it pretty easily in real life.
That's got it. Excellent work. We'll send over a
Let's see if we need anything.
take the suspect into custody. Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this sector.
Welcome to the sector. Sorry you almost got killed.
There's been a lot of turbulent activity recently, and multiple reports of danger to travelers.
Let's see if I'm just losing my mind here. There they are, Undine.
We have the suspect.
And departing. So, let's look at the exchange for a moment here. So I had put in a bid for Zen last night at $490. Obviously that's going. I'm trying to get the 20,000 I need to pick up those two packages. I have a few more days to do that. To do it though, you need dilithium. So let's see. Also, and we'll go at 488. Oops. No. Did I just do that at 409? Oh, 409 for 488. Okay. Trying to get to 20,000 bit by bit by bit. Alright, I want to do one more here. See if anybody else has got any dilithium to sell. See what Kethvah's got. Oh, the big problem is going to be continuing to refine dilithium to get that done. Actually, while I'm there, that one's in decent shape. Well, I'll do that later. You guys wouldn't be excited by doing that. All right, so it is actually getting on towards 7 o'clock. I'm going to get ready to head out because this is a Chicago weekend, and I got work to do in Chicago. So everyone, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. We'll be back maybe Sunday night. DT might be doing one either tonight or tomorrow. For sure, we'll be back Monday at 6 a.m., hopefully with Ed. Cross your fingers. Put the goodwill out there in the universe, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.